Hi, you guys. Hopefully, you can hear me. So, I wanted to come on and to talk about Von Ray. Now, Von Ray, I know him from YouTube. To my understanding, he I was in a relationship with Latoya Forever, who was on, I believe, last season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I don't know. I guess something happened where he went to jail for X amount of time. It wasn't a long period of time, but I guess for some weeks or some months or what have you. Long story short, I'm not sure how he connected with Chelsea, but he started dating Chelsea, or maybe he knew Chelsea. I don't know. I really don't know their history like that. Just as much as what the other blogs have been saying. Um, but he was dating Chelsea, who is Tasha K's assistant. And so I don't know, I guess she took him into the Tasha K Kiwi the Kiwi production world, the world of Kiwi's studios. And of course, Storm Monroe was a part of that, right? And so, it was a big mess. It was just a big mess. It kind of played out here on YouTube as well, with everyone kind of going back and forth about this, that, and the other. And, the way the story is still kind of cloudy. So this is all allegedly, but the story kind of goes that Chelsea, like I said, took him in to the fold, right? And, he met Tasha K and of course Storm. And I guess the whole thing about him spending time with Storm, and then he was supposedly dating Chelsea. Um, and of course, Storm and Vaughn started the whole light skin podcast. And that's kind of when I found out who Vaughn was. And then as I was finding out who Vaughn was, all this mess was playing out, right? Um, so who hold up, hold on up. What's you saying, Bella? What is the purpose of this live? I'm getting to the purpose of the live, sweet child. Let me finish. I'm just trying to give you guys some backstory on who Vaughn is, so it won't sound like I'm just telling you about a random person. Not that it matters if it's a random person or not, but anyway. And I'm gonna let you guys hear Storm for yourself, pieces of it, because he went to his back channel as well, and he kind of said, tried to come back and clear up some stuff. You guys can let me know your opinion on it. But according to Storm, Von Ray was shot several times. I think he said 9, um, on the 30th or so. That was a couple of days ago. And I didn't see this anywhere. And so my whole thing for even coming live about this was, where did Storm get this information from? Because he said when the media told the story, they did not attach a name to the victim. So I'm kind of curious to how Storm knows that this happened to Vaughn. And I'm going to let you guys listen to a little piece of what Storm is saying, so you will hear it out from him. But yeah, hopefully this still. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, it's already up. I'm not, listen. I'm just I'm going to let you hear Storm say this for yourself. And I was curious to know how he got this information, like who would call him and tell him this. Now I know that people are, a lot of people, in particular in Atlanta, they're probably like local, people about town. I'm speaking of a Storm and Tasha. People may be calling them kind of like how they do TMZ and give them this information, right? I don't know. And then you have these other people like Atlanta Scoop who drive around minding other folk business. And so you just, you never know what who and gave them this information. If it was someone at the hospital who may listen to him or watch him on YouTube, or someone from one of these other outlets that gave him this information. Like I said, he's saying that the media is not naming Von, but he said his source informed him that it is Von. Um, and so I'm going to let you guys. Yeah, I know. It's because he seemed like a good spirit to me. I didn't get any negative or nasty anything from him. He said that himself, that things, he's had a lot of a hardship and bad times and things fall on him. But he didn't come off like somebody who goes out looking for trouble. You guys get what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna grind, he's gonna hustle, do what he got to do, like most people, right, to make it. But he didn't come off like he would, try to run over people or mistreat someone or do anything like that. I don't even know if he's even still using his podcast that he started with Storm, but because of all of that nonsense, it's probably hard for him to carry on with that. I thought he tried to replace him, but I haven't seen anything come down my timeline because I am following his page. Yeah, I don't know. And I'm just kind of wondering, like, how would Storm get this information? That's kind of why I was coming live about it. But yeah, let me let you guys hear what Storm is saying.
Let me go ahead and share the screen so y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. And boom, this Vonrhe right here. Y'all remember all the drama with Von? Y'all remember everything that we went through about 4 to 6 months ago or whatever it was. It's long behind us now. But y'all remember Von, okay? Now, allegedly, and by the way, I'm wearing the muscle shirt since we talking about a fitness expert, fitness guru, then I might as well give y'all some fitness and give y'all some good nip. All right? So, let's get to it. Allegedly, according to my source, Von was the mystery man that was shot outside of his apartment complex, right in front of Dunkin' Donuts. Now, Dunkin' Donuts is actually in the apartment complex. I've been there a couple of times, so, I recognized it when I saw the article. She claims he was shot multiple times, okay? He is allegedly still alive, but not doing that well. To put it plainly, he's hanging on. Them the words that was used. He's hanging on, clinging on to life. They didn't send him to the upper room. He ain't in the upper room. He ain't even in purgatory. He went to the hospital, conscious, aware, awake. I don't know if he's conscious, aware, and awake now. I don't know if he, in the spirit world somewhere, bargaining with Peter Paul or the Grim Reaper to not take him or keep him here or finish his mission or whatever. I don't know. All allegedly. Okay? But I pulled up the reports because, like I told you, I didn't believe it. But now I'm believing it. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and pull up the reports. Let's share the screen. Damn it. So first things first, I'm going to actually read the police report. Make sure y'all can see that. I'm going to put myself here at the bottom. I'm going to read it to you. I redacted the address, but I confirmed that the address listed in this police article on AtlantaPD.org, that it is his place. I know that for a fact. All right. So let's go on here and read it. It says May 30th, 2022, person shot at, and then it lists the address, which I verified. Preliminary information. On Monday, May 30th, 2022, at around 9:17 p.m., officers responded to the apartment complex on a person shot call. Somebody called 911 and said, hey, a nigga got shot, right? Police showed up, but he wasn't there. Upon arrival, officers did not locate a gunshot victim, but they were soon alerted that the gunshot victim arrived at Piedmont Hospital alert, conscious, and breathing via a private vehicle, aka whoever he was with, which was allegedly some girl. That's how it's being described. He was with some girl. That girl drove his ass to the hospital. I keep saying allegedly. I keep using vague. Ooh, damn, that drink good. I keep using vague terms because I want to make it very clear. I ain't had no contact with Von in 4 to 6 months or whatever it was, but I took my 6-month hiatus from that work, that shit show. I ain't had no contact at all. So I just want to make that clear. See any coons? I don't know that nigga. Anyway, but we're gonna talk about it because we got a job to do. Okay. Preliminary investigation revealed the victim and his girlfriend. Oh, so it was his girlfriend. Excuse me. Were returning to the location. Oh, they was going back to fuck. Anyway, I'm kidding. Let me not sensationalize. I do too much. And as she was walking into the building, she heard multiple gunshots and realized her boyfriend was struck by the gunfire. Investigators with the aggravated assault unit will be working to determine the circumstances surrounding the shooting. The investigation continues. Please keep in mind the above information is preliminary in nature and can change as the investigation progresses and new information comes to light.
$1,200 fine.
Oh God. So yeah, so you said you saw this already. Yeah, but he went to his back channel and he kind of brought it back up again. I don't know if you went to the back channel too.
I'm sitting back looking at the comments from last night, this morning, as a matter of fact, this morning's show. You know, looking at the comments, there seems to be a little bit of confusion. Okay, people seem to think I was gloating, that I was laughing, I was jealous. People got it all fucked up, misconstrued, and the like. So, as y'all come in, let me know that you can hear me. And then we're gonna have this conversation. And that coffee good. What's going on, Ashley John? Tasha Christine said, yes, I can hear you. Charmaine said, hey, Storm, how are you? I just came on to talk a little shit. Then we're going to get back to work here. We got a whole bunch of shit to talk about. Kim Kardashian finally admitting that she only hit Pete Davidson up for BDE, Big Dick Energy, Heavy Meat Pete, Long Meat Skeet. You know, that's why Kanye mad as hell. I'm just saying, Storm is always right. So damn, how much sleep did you get? Now, I really couldn't sleep because I wasn't feeling well. But after I did the live last night, I went to sleep. I got up like around 12-ish today. So no gym or nothing like that. Because I'm trying to get better. So anyway, but no, I was reading the comments about the Von Ray video that I did. And I'm trying to figure out what's the confusion? Like, why was people thinking that I was gloating? Why was people thinking that I was laughing at the situation? I just, people be getting me. I be thinking sometimes they be watching the stories and y'all don't really be paying attention to the stories. I'm just saying, that's how I be feeling. I'm like, what the hell? Did anybody not actually listen? At all? Layla said, no, you were not glowing. You were just telling the truth. Yeah, just telling the truth. Give it the allegedly. What's your honest thoughts about everything, though? And no, I do not have COVID. I tested myself twice, 2 days in a row. I am negative for the COVID. So, because your mama said, where did they see that you was telling the story? That's what I'm saying. I was just literally telling the story. Literally. D-Rock said it's an unfortunate situation. NJ Kimono said, news is news, alleged or not, you reported it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Tiffany said, I think it was weird if folks were telling you to go and visit like it's a dead. Oh, right. Like our family or something. Like they really gonna let me in. Arlen said, I don't know, did he actually lie on you, but you guys were friends? No, that was made up. That was false. We'd never know cold rumors or nothing like that. But that ain't the reason why I stepped away. Because at the end of the day, like I told y'all, if I wanted to do coke, I can't do coke. Be very clear. Okay. If I want to, I can. Who the fuck gonna stop me? Who gonna beat my ass about it? Who? I'm grown. In the words of fucking Dineva, I done only ingested these drugs in my lifetime. Weed, alcohol, tobacco, CBD, and Adderall. And Oxycontin. So, bitch, if I was gonna do anything, bitch, I'd be a pill popping ass.
He goes all over the place, you guys. But for the most part, he was saying, and if you guys were listening to the video, and the video about Vonrhe is on his main channel, but certain things that he don't want people to really get off into on from his main page, he will put on the back end. And he was saying that in the comments, people were saying that he didn't sound like he really, was concerned about Von. I think that Storm is probably a little caught up in the fact that he tries to entertain people while he's, talking about whoever or whatever he's talking about. And I kind of got the feeling he was just caught up like that. He was just trying to keep it light. However, it came off really cold. It came off cold because, people do know who Von is. And so people are concerned about him. And we're hearing this from Storm. We didn't hear this from, anywhere else. And so he needs to be mindful of that. You calling yourself breaking a story. You need to have some seriousness behind it, especially something like that. He was making jokes and stuff. And also that's why I was trying to explain their situation, Miss Bellawella, so people can understand that there was friction there between them, that they fell out, and they fell out behind all that Tasha K stuff. And then he also fell out with Tasha K as well. Like he was saying, he took the 6 months from her, and now his contract is up this month. He said on the 14th or the 17th, because people were asking him about that as well, because we just came into June. But yeah, my whole thing is like, who called Storm and told Storm that story was about Von? So I don't know. I don't know who we can like contact who even verify any of this, because he says eventually he's going to say it's allegedly, but you see he was able to you guys can see, because for whatever reason I couldn't show the video. I don't know what's going on with my equipment, child. I need some new equipment around here. But anyway, if you guys go over to his channel, you will see he's going to go to the police department's website. And like I said, the story is not attached to Vonrhe's name. It's just that it was a story that was played out, I guess in Atlanta, on their media, one of their media sites, that a person was shot, right? Because when the police and the ambulance got there to his apartment building, he was no longer there. The girlfriend put him in a car and took him to the hospital. So maybe that's why that they didn't report his information, because he wasn't on the scene. But then the police verified that someone was shot. And obviously the neighbors heard the shooting and probably called the police. More than likely, someone who lived in the building called the police. So yeah, I don't know. It's I hope he's okay. I don't know who the girlfriend is. She may not want to go public and say anything. I don't know. I noticed that there is no activity on his Instagram, but he wasn't someone who was like, diehard on social media all day, every day, right? Reporting whatever he's doing. He would, his Instagram, it has a business feel to it because he is a trainer. So, he's not on there all the time anyway. So, and I'm assuming if this wasn't true, that he would have come out, because I'm sure people are saying things to him anyway on his Instagram and other social media platforms, and and confirm if it's true or not. So it's more than likely it is true. I just don't know who the source is for Storm, because to my understanding, Von moved to Atlanta from the East Coast, from somewhere else on the East Coast. um so it's not like I don't know, he could know, he at this point, because he's been there now for a while, he could know a lot of people, right? um I don't know, but I don't know who he would have in common with Storm, that person would feel the need to contact Storm, and tell them this, and tell him this. So I don't know, but yeah, if you go and watch the video, Storm's behavior, it comes off a little cold. Like, that's kind of not the way you should tell a story like that, because if somebody's been shot multiple times, it is a strong possibility that they may not survive. Sometimes people can survive a couple, 2 or 3 days, but they're barely, holding on, and then they still could pass away. So it's not a funny situation. There's nothing funny about it at all, whatsoever. So, and yeah, so the people that jumped on him in his comments were right for doing that. It wasn't okay. And then they were saying he came off jealous because it's the story in the police report, I guess, in the police statement, it says that it was the girlfriend who took him to the hospital. Like, y'all know people was out here saying something was going on there, and then it was a triangle with Storm, um, the assistant, and Von. So Chelsea. So I don't know what's going on. I hope he's okay. I think people should keep him lifted in prayer, and that's really all I can say about it. Yeah, I'm a little You think Chelsea told him? So you think he's in a good place with Chelsea? Because I thought they were going at it. I mean, there's even videos up of them going back and forth with each other. Yeah, that too. That too. I agree. Because even Storm was saying that too. He was like, well, "Why would somebody do that to him?" Um, I don't know. It could have been random, because um, of the robbery situations in Atlanta have definitely spiked. People stealing cars, and you just never know. Well, obviously they didn't take the girlfriend's car because she was the one who drove him to the hospital. So I don't know. It could have been something random, right? With them going in, it sounded like it was late at night, so they could have been going back home from a club or what have you, and and somebody approached them. So I don't know. But yeah, I do agree. And like I said, whoever the source is, what was their intentions for even taking that to Storm? Especially since the media didn't say Von's name when they reported the story. So I don't know. Are you speaking of Chelsea? Oh, Chelsea. You think Chelsea is the one behind this? I don't know. I mean, like I said, if Storm is not in a good place with Tasha, Storm and Chelsea works for Tasha, she's probably not holding too many conversations with Storm. That's just my opinion. You guys can let me know what you think about that. I don't think that, because Tasha's very territorial about people, And I feel like that's just my opinion about her. If you're either with her or you're with the rest of the world, right? And that's kind of how she comes off. I don't think she would want Chelsea talking to Storm if she's not in a good place with Storm. So I don't know if Chelsea really is the person that told him that. Um, it could, like I said, it could be somebody else. I just don't know who it is that they may have in common. Now I know Von have had some of the other YouTubers on his platform, like official King Payne and Queen Tulsa has been over there. So he has relationships with other YouTubers. And so I'm surprised to hear this coming from Storm and not from one of them or some of the other YouTubers, right? Who kind of report, especially some of the local ones there in Atlanta. Um, so I don't know. It's it's all interesting, but I hope that he's okay. I hope that he survives that. And yeah, I do agree with the people that was in Storm's comments. Like everything is not to have jokes attached to it like that, because it's not funny. And I know he was saying that he was just able to reconnect with his kids. So this man has kids. He have family members, I'm sure, who are concerned about him. It's just we have to keep our I don't know. We have to stay human when we jumping on YouTube saying all this stuff. Like we can't forget that we're talking about human beings. These are not just stories to tell. So yeah, I'm glad people jumped on him about that because that wasn't it wasn't okay. And then he got his shirt off. I mean, you got your shirt off. You doing the most from coast to coast. Talking about this man got shot like it's nothing, and I feel like it just came off cold, like yeah, like that's what you get type way, right? And I feel like that's why people kind of jumped on him because it lacked professionalism for his main channel because these people with these huge platforms, they try to keep their foolishness on a different platform, on a much smaller one that everybody's not going to. So if he would have did this on his backup channel, which is somebody was asking me, is Storm Monroe Clips? It used to be the Storm. I think he might still have the Storm Chasers as well, which is for his Storm Chasers. Well, he'll just go live on that channel. But he has another one called the Storm Monroe Clips, and that's the one where he went to to address the people in his comments who was kind of calling him out for the way he was reporting that story. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You just have to be careful how you are treating people like for no reason. And I understand they fell out. That's why I'm saying I don't know that Chelsea really would have went to Storm with this, but I realized that Storm fell out with Vonrhe. But I don't wish I wouldn't wish anything like that on anyone, on anybody. Even if it was just one gunshot, I wouldn't wish it on nobody, right? So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. He went, like I said, you guys go up to his channel. He went to the police report, so he's gonna say that's a part of his where he got the story from. But then he clearly states that there is a source that contacted him, reached out to him, and told him that Von was in the hospital. He's saying that Von is, like I said, he's saying that he's okay, but when somebody has multiple gunshots, anything can happen. So, and with it just happening on the 30th, I believe he said the 30th, that wasn't that long ago. So, I don't know. Yeah, me too. I'm praying for him too, and I hope that he survives all of this. You guys can let me know how you feel about the story in the comments, and if you've already watched the video over at Storm's page. I think the video is probably like an hour. It might be a little longer than that. And then the one on his backup channel is maybe 20 minutes because he kind of just goes over, that he wasn't trying to come off in a malice way. It just kind of came off that way, I guess. And like I said, I know he is used to trying to make everything a jokey joke. when he's talking about the celebrities and stuff. But something like that is not something that you talk about in that way, right? Like I said, he probably should have just took the whole story to his backup channel anyway, and just been more serious about it and put a shirt on. We see that you are working out. We get it. But you need to go ahead on and take it to OnlyFans because you know you want to. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this story. I don't know if Tasha would, I doubt highly Tasha would speak on this. I don't know. She might not. Um, she might not. More than likely, she won't. And so, yeah, but I'm not on her website, so I don't know if she will over there or on YouTube when Friday, tomorrow, right? She's doing her Friday show. I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this, and let's pray for Von that he recovers from this. And it's all allegedly, I guess it's still allegedly, since we don't know who this source is. But I just feel like if it wasn't true, I feel like Von would have come out by now, because he said that he put this video up early this morning. I just saw it like probably like an hour and a half ago, and then I watched the other because his other video came up behind it, the one on his backup channel. And so yeah, I just feel like by now I know people have went to Von's pages and tried to contact him. So I feel like he would have come out and tried to clear it up if it wasn't true, right? So I don't know. I just hope that he's okay. I hope that he can make it through the situation. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys in the next video.